What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Manya Nunes channel. I know it's been a minute since my last video, but today we are going to get back in the swing of things. We're going to do a new painting and let's get started. Okay, so before I begin, let me give you the background on this piece. I wanted to do a video about how to stretch a canvas on, on a frame. So I did the whole video, and lo and behold, the piece was not in the frame. So everything I was doing to stretch the canvas did not show up in the frame. So I got all the way to the end and realized that I had to throw away the video. But we're going to pick up where we left off. And I decided that I was going to actually just do the painting and have some fun with it. So we're going to do an expressive piece today. You'll get to see how I start a piece from start to finish. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start with some green. I usually just like lay some color down. Usually I'll start with a black, but I'm just gonna lay down some green first. I don't normally start with green, but I'm starting with green today. And basically what I do is I just kind of swish the paint around and try to come up with some form of composition. I'm very loose at this stage. I never quite know what I'm going to do, but things just kind of take shape as I go along. I'm also going to paint the sides too. I usually do this at the end, but figure I'd do it now. All right. So I'm always generous with the paint too. So my word of advice when you're doing like expressive pieces like this, don't hold back. Be as generous as you can be with the paint. Get these sides done. And there's one more side right here. All right. Let's lay this back down. Oh. Trying to not get my fingers wet. All right, so just kind of sloshing some paint around. I have no idea what it's going to look like, but you just, gotta kind of trust your instincts, right? I know, like I said, I normally don't start with green. I normally would start with a black, to lay some outlines in, but doing something a little bit different. So we'll see how it works out. Now, I got that down. Paint is still wet. I'm going to go in with some white. Let me move this out the way. At this point, it's all about just kind of laying down the color and trying to, find some type of composition. We will go back and paint over certain areas. So, um, I am going to have to give this an opportunity to dry. Now I'm going to hit this with an air dryer. Last time I did this, the lights went out, so hopefully this won't take place right now. But let's see what happens. Okay, folks, so we're at the end of the road with this piece. You know, I find it kind of amazing that whenever I do small pieces, they take me longer than the larger pieces. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because when you're working large, you're more loose and free. And, you know, here I'm kind of working tight over my table. But I'll show you the piece, how it came out. I love it. I think I'm going to call this one In Plain View. I don't know. And yeah, I just love it. So I'm going to continue along with this series. I think there's more for me to unpack with this, and there's more for me to explore. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did like this video, please like, comment, and share. I love you all. Get out there, create, because the world needs to see your art. I love you all. Yahweh bless.